No, the quiz you will be seeing is from the original user. To avoid copyright issue, I cut out the parts from the original video and added with a different effect. That way it will not cause any copyright issues. Basically, no, I just cut out from the original video, not the full part. I hope this will be helping for the YouTube community and enjoy the video. Enjoy.
You see the sunrise, a new day's upon you. You bite your nails and you need something trouble. The time is upon you to show them what you can do, and soon they will know that the day has come. Knows that we are gifted just for being who is we are. For being who is we are. Into the night, I hear a storm. And then to the wind is what I'm moving. And then to the wind is what I'm moving. I'm moving. Feel the pressure of the storm. That's all I need. So many names and faces. So many fights that I don't like places. And every day I walk waiting and waiting. No, I'm not too brave. I'm gonna take a stand. I've been brave. I'm telling you I leave. Finally take my day.
The moral code. For those who don't know, moral code is meant for a set of beliefs and behaviors, and also change many people, such as, for examples, hunters, assassins, and also, surprisingly, killers. Basically, now the moral code have always gone to many people, whether a hero or not. They can be used for many things, and also controlling their behavior in no matter what ways. Such as these two players today who face out with each other for the first time. Hit, the legendary assassin of Universe 8 of Dragon Ball Super. And Belmont, the legendary vampire killer of Castlevania. My name is Decimal24, and I try to analyze these two competitors to see who will win in a deadly duo. Throughout any universe that you can know as fiction, there's always had to be a multiverse. A multiverse could be a different side of yourself, where different outcomes or different effects, or even a different species, based it out. But with Dragon Ball, it had different variations to science, dynamics, or any type, such as the Pride Troopers. There's different universes created by the Xeno. And two famous ones are Universe 7 and Universe 6. You know, Universe 7, we all know what it is, but Universe 6 continues different outcomes, such as the Saiyans, Kale, Khalifa, and Kaba, to Frost, including today's companion, the one only legendary assassin of Universe 6, and the even power rival Goku and Vegeta in their super blue forms, the legendary assassin Hit. It's still know how his origin came to be and how he became an assassin, but worth it since he spent 1,000 years of assassination, and he worth knowing he's an alien too. Though there's many memes about being a I don't want to say it because I don't want to get this video demonetized. But anyways, this is what I get. Basically now, the legendary assassin had plenty of things to have for example, like any Dragon Ball character, he also have a key elimination, so meaning he have Cube Blast, knowing that he also avoid point attack. But let's be honest, his most memorable thing that he showed his showcase, both the anime and the manga, is time ability. With time skip and time lead, it stopped time, getting him ready to use. Now that he also catches time, captures his mind by heart, ties time. And also, knowing that, he can also create a parallel world where surround him stop time. It's shown in Goku vs. Hit rematch, not in the Universe 7 vs. Universe 6 tournament. Also, he also self-improved himself and also unlocked his potential during the tournament power. Know that his assassination techniques are very overwhelming, plus his Flash Bitch Crush and Key clones are useful. There's nothing saying about Hit, but he is pretty powerful, and even took on main people and defeating Goku, Vegeta, Numma, and a Pride Trooper. And knowing that he also went toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and even kept up with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken x 10 Goku as well during the Universe 6 arc. Also, he did fake his defeat against Monka because, well, he knew he's weak, and saved Goku from being eliminated by Jiren. And knowing that he was able to kill the crime boss of Universe 6, which, to be honest, he kind of looked like Kingpin, but blue skin. And knowing that, he also the first character who ever survived a fight against Goku, and basically enough, and one who went and lost against him. He really dig about it. Well, clearly enough, Hit is really a true assassin. You cannot deal with anyone. However, Hit isn't actually perfect, even leading to his defeat and also being eliminated by Jiren. Know that his time skip abilities can be predictable if his opponents possess either immunity to time elimination or a good sense of precision, and even though and can be reinforced on his time skip techniques, which could make him convincing and be predictable where time his abilities go. It is pretty clever to think about it, but say his flaws, Hit spent over 1,000 years of assassination, and surprisingly, we don't know how it will get don't know how, maybe immortality? Maybe. But anyways, Hit is a legendary assassin for many reasons. If you dare face up with this assassin, the one thing you should do is walk away, or else he'll kill you without instinct. In the world Castlevania, there are so many things you should be aware of, based on the monsters around the world of Castlevania. Now, there's a lot of them to carve on, but we're not talking about today. But we do know that based enough, the monsters are terrifying and much more vicious than another. To the legendary mummy, to the who are based on Frankenstein, and plenty more. Even includes the legendary Lord of the Vampires, Dracula, sorry. But anyways, there's no one can beat them. I mean, not even normal knights can able to kill these monsters because they're too powerful against them. And based on Kudra era, no one can stop this unbeatable army of monsters, including the Lord of Vampires, Dracula himself. However, there's a clan or a family sort are willing to sacrifice their lives to take down the army of monsters, including Dracula himself, to be put down. The Belmont clan. They get here to train allies to face out with Dracula's monsters one by one. That includes from the character we'll be talking about today, Simon Belmont. And it is pretty obvious what happened for Simon Belmont. And there's a lot of variation of Simon Belmont because it's getting a little bit too confusing. So for today, we're going to carry the canon version because, well, there's a lot of versions of Simon Belmont. But also, one of them, that Simon trained to take down Dracula. And good thing too, because thanks enough, he was ready to take out Dracula. And with me, basically enough, thanks to his status from his Belmont family, he gained some abilities that he could use, such as the Bird Dish, the Fireball, Air ability. Now that with his whip, he can able to do some performing whip, or based on whip abilities, such as Burning Whip, Rising Whip, Holy Run, Dashing Whip, and basically no, there's I don't know why they call it. You know that, but anyways, knowing that he also has the Twisted Arrow, the Whip Tornado, the Silent Impaled, and one of my favorite techniques and one of the coolest ones ever happened in video game history. What I like is the Hyper Attack, aka the Vampire Killer Simon version. Basically, no, but it's pretty cool in my opinion, one of Final Fantasy's best ones. And like most of the Belmont family, Simon also carries some arsenals, several actually. But today we're only covering a few kind of arsenals that Simon can't usually use because there's only a lot, such as, of course, his family signature Vampire Whip. Now he also had a whip of RG, Dagger, Axe, Hoiler / Firebomb, Battle Cross Boomerang, the Jury. Know that he also has a stopwatch, which is stopping time, kind of similar to Super Mario, but it's only different is that he can use for a longer time, but can end a little bit short. Know that he also has a silver and gold knives, perfect way to take out a vampire, or maybe it's some kind of wolf. Know that he also had the Heart of Villainy, which protects Simon from any curses. Simon is one of the most best vampire killers out there, and for many reasons. He defeated Dracula. Knowing that he also swinged the vampire killer 4 times in 1 second, surviving a long distance far down to the underground stage, and didn't take damage. Can't withstand falling stones bigger than himself going ahead, and managed to survive from and but it's out there being finally in Super Smash Brothers. Hey, really, man, the game can't get rule. At least give him some respect. Basically now, Simon is pretty much the coolest character around, even from Kenobi before the series was permanently cancelled, and basically enough, well, you probably know what happened next. The only flaws that I can think of for Simon is that he lacks the ability to swim as in the first Castlevania game, and surprisingly, the spikes on the floor, wall, and can't one-shot him in gameplay. Yeah, for a character like him, he's sometimes easy to be killed. Yeah, basically enough. Yeah, I had to admit that as well. But anyways, Simon is one of the most vicious and much more greatest vampire hunter around. He defeated Dracula several times and made his Belmont clan very proud of him. They do say with his vampire whip / killer, he is unstoppable. Do not underestimate Castlevania's vampire killer. Hunters. Alright, competitors have been done analyzed. Before I reveal who's the winner, let's go see the results you guys voted. This should be interesting. Anyways, let's get to the votes, shall we? Let's go! Alright, for Kenji got 22.6 votes, while Simon Belmont gets 77.4% for the votes. Wow, many people voted a lot for Simon. I didn't have to deal with Smash Brothers kind of games, but that's for another time. But anyways, let's get to the comments, because there's only actually 4 comments for this time, and it's 34 votes. So anyways, let's get to the comments. Basically now, Zero Hazu returns, and basically now he's making his honest opinion who's gonna win. And it's not Belmont he chose. Or actually, scratch that, he chose. Because basically now, he thought that it would be fair to Goku and be able to give Jiren a run for his money. Basically now, that's a pretty good point. Well, let's just hope hit or time to win. And from Bendy stated how is Hit waiting and preached the holy bagel stated because people know. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that. You probably see what it says. And since that's right. Okay, let's go ignore that one. No name. Stated that don't worry, Simon is winning. Well, good job, Sans. But anyways, let's get to the winner. Alright? And the winner between the 2-minute with World Code is Hit. Now, this is actually kind of surprising. You know, fun fact, I thought that Simon could win this fight. But at the end, when I look back, I just realized how Hit is getting that close to win. But anyways, the winner is still Hit, and I feel I'm gonna reach all the Castlevania fans. So to make it a bit clear, let's go to the categories. Shall we? Let's go. Alright, Speed. Now here's the little thing. It's actually kind of between with Simon Belmont's time watch and also his time skip. But here's the difference. Even though they both their abilities can able to stop time, but Hit only lasts much longer than Simon Belmont's time stop. So basically enough, it's safe to say that Simon Belmont isn't that fast. So they two matches faster than light speed, Hit gets a speed advantage. Although, if I were to say anything, the strength advantage I'm getting to is Simon Belmont. Okay, while fast that Hit came able to take on with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, but at the end, Simon had fought against Dracula, and Dracula had defeated, well, basically Time Reaper, which would be stated at low multiversal since his power is destroyed timelines. He could be an outlier, but this that makes Simon Belmont's strength at low multiversal, so that makes sense for strength. But for intelligence, it's pretty clear who gets it. It's clearly gonna be Hit, because even though that Simon Belmont had much more experience, but only based on with monsters and also Dracula himself. But Hit, he spent 1,000 years of training and faced off many opponents similar to Simon. So it makes sense that intelligence advantage going to his Simon could be a Hit. Senior experience. And remember, Hit is over 1,000 years old, meaning he had much more experience than Simon, while Simon in different incarnations had experience with monster and demons before, but Hit has much more experience against tougher opponents. That includes from Jiren and Goku. So basically the experience I give is honestly at the end with durability, it just comes down between those two. However, at the end, Simon gets the durability advantage, because even though with Hit's time stop ability it will save him, but even with that, durability is going to Simon since he did survive some blows from Dracula, since Dracula had defeated and survived blows against Time Reaper himself. So at the chance, durability I'm giving to is Simon. I am very sorry to those who are Castlevania fans, but at the end, Hit just outbested Simon in speed, intelligence, and experience. I guess for this battle, Smart's defeated Strength. Now, if I were being honest, it would be take a lot of chance for Peptide getting Simon to win. But at the end, Hit just outclassed every way of Simon Belmont. It was a killer ending for Simon. The winner is Hit.